everyone, it's Deja from CrochetEverAfter.com. Today I'm going to show you how to steam block your acrylic project. So blocking can help you solve all sorts of problems. They can make edges lay flat, extend the size of the project that might be a little too small, or just give a really nice finished look to it. Steam blocking is my favorite. It's just the fastest, easiest for me, and least messiest for me. As long as you have a good steam iron or a garment steamer, this is a really easy technique. I'm also going to show you what happens when steam blocking goes bad. So I'm going to show you how you can kill acrylic. You might have heard of this before, but that's where you actually touch the iron to your project, which is a big no-no. It will kind of melt your acrylic. So I'm going to show you what that looks like also. So I'm going to grab my iron and my little swatch I'm going to block, and I will get started right now. Okay, so I am going to show you how to steam block your acrylic yarn projects. There's a couple different things you can do. One, it will help it lay flat, so you can see how much this project is curling every which way. By using the steam, it's going to relax my stitches and it's going to lay as flat as this project here. This one hasn't been blocked yet, but it is laying flat. It's just a different stitch with a bigger hook, which made it less tight and less prone to roll up like this one. So this one I'm just going to stick the steam over it and you're going to magically see how it flattens out. This one I'm going to pin into shape. I'm going to stretch it a little bit so I can get a little bit extra measurement on it. So right now, what it's measuring at is about 5 inches across, almost 5. So I'm going to pin it down and I'm going to stretch it out to maybe 5.5 inches and then steam it so you can see that with the steam blocking that you can get it to shape that you need. So let me get these, this one pinned up and this one ready to go with the iron, and I will show you how to steam block. Okay, I've pinned out my project that was already laying pretty flat, but remember it was about 5 inches and I've stretched it out almost to 5 3/4 inches. So to do that, I really needed to pin the edges so that I didn't get the looped, kind of dipped edges, but I wanted to see how far I could pull this thing and get it to block. So when I pin, notice that I'm pinning almost trying to keep my pins flat. And the reason that I do that is because I need the steam to get close enough to penetrate my stitches, so I need to be able to get the iron close to the project. If I had pinned straight up and down, the iron wouldn't be able to get close enough to actually do the work it needs to do. So I'm grabbing my steam iron now. All you need is a steam iron that has good steam output, or a steam garment, or garment steamer, sorry. Set it to steam, auto steam, where you can control it or where you have a button push to get the steam out, and hold it above your project, not too close because you really don't want to touch it. I'm going to show you what killed acrylic looks like, but just start steaming. If you touch the iron to your project, you're going to get what is called killed acrylic. And sometimes you want to kill the acrylic, but most times you don't want to. So you want to hold it above the project, I'd say about 1/2 inch away, enough to get that steam through your project, and just keep on steaming it. Keep going until it is fully saturated with the steam, and that should get all of your stitches relaxed and get you the size you need. I am pulling this very extremely. I wanted to get it, see how much I could pull out of this fabric, and you'll notice when you feel the fabric, it's going to feel softer when you steam it. The acrylic's going to feel much softer than when you originally began working with it. So if you have some of that hard, scratchy acrylic, go ahead and steam block it. It's going to soften it up. So once you're happy with how much steam you've put through, you can go ahead and unpin it. So I'm going to unpin it and we'll give it a measure. I'm also going to go grab my other swatch so you can see how the steam will flatten out your project magically. I'm also going to get the killed acrylic real quick, so I'll be right back. My other rolled up project here. If you don't have blocking boards, you can always use a towel, as I have here, or an ironing board, whatever you have available that can catch steam and moisture and not mess up your underlying object. So normally I would pin this down before I steam it, just so I'm not having to stick my hands in there while I'm steaming, but I want you to really see how magically this lays flat. So I'm going to leave it unpinned and I'm going to do the hand work myself. I don't recommend this because you can burn yourself, so please pin it down. I just am using this as an example so you can see how flat this will get. So I have my steam iron again, and I'm once again going to hold it close to my project and just start steaming it. I'm going to start over here in the corner and work my way over so I can try to keep my hands nice and free. But you can see already that it's starting to flatten out for me with not a lot of steam. And you can see I'm getting about 1 inch to 1/2 inch away. I'm trying to stay far enough away that I don't hit these edges. But you can see already that this is laying flat for me. I'm just going to keep steaming it. You see it kind of whacks it right into flatness for me. So this edge is almost there. I'm going to work on this edge over here. You can see how it's getting nice and flat. You can see how it's starting to take shape there. It's just kind of melding into my towel shape. Let me get that corner there nice and flat. You can flip it over to get those rolled up edges if you need to. Already my project's getting very soft also. So it's softening up really nicely. This will work really well if you're making, say, baby blankets. Steam them. Alright. As you can see, I'm almost completely flat. Without any major work. So, I would just keep on going until I get it completely flat, when I'm happy with it. And you can see it also reveals if you're straight or not. So you can see that the bottom of this is a little wide compared to the top. So I could even pin this out and try to block it into shape too. But that's how you're going to steam block. Just make sure you don't touch the actual project. Because what happens, I promised you a killed acrylic, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this flat, kind of shiny, melted looking project instead of your nice, lush, what you're going for. So you can see, and it gets both sides too. It'll melt both sides of it. So instead of a normal looking fluffy swatch, you're going to get a crushed, shiny fabric. If that's what you're going for, then feel free to press it with the iron. Don't go too long, otherwise you'll melt it completely. But this is what's going to happen if you touch your iron to your project. So please be careful when you're using the steam blocking on acrylic, so that doesn't happen. But you can see that my project is nice and supple. It's still nice and it moves nice, and it's flattened out. So let's grab my other swatch. It is cooled down. You want to make sure that if you're steam blocking something, let it cool down before you unpin it, because otherwise it's just going to shrink right back up. It needs to cool down to be able to hold its shape. So let me go grab it and let's check out what it measures at. Okay, so now my other swatch is completely cooled, so I can unpin it. So I just want you to see that you can use steam blocking to get something to size, because as you can see, it's not pulling back on itself. It's staying right where I steamed it. so it's not shrinking back up to the size that it was before pinning. The steam held it in place, and you can see that it went to that new size. So let's get my measuring tape and see if we are still at 5 3/4. And let me just hold it up so it's easier. So 1 edge to 1 edge, 5 3/4. So you can see that by steam blocking you can also achieve a new size and a new shape. So make sure to pin it well, steam it, and let it cool completely, and then unpin. So that is how you're going to steam block your acrylic. If you have any questions, leave them below, and thank you for watching.